like the big one.
We are live.
I would like a stick, like the battery one.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's going to be enough.
I think it would be. I would like it for like just a quick.
Right. I like the
the
idea
kitchen
that
I would do pretty regularly.
and then have like a little handheld.
All right.
Steps.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Although I have a friend who had a Dyson and heated it and went to a shark.
Shark.
That's the 1% there.
3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast Webisode 693.
Oh man, 693.
The Clawitzer Podcast.
We're getting there.
Mom Brain,
Uh-huh.
can you tell us about Clawitzer, please?
Yeah, we get closer to 800.
Every day we stray further from God's light.
The hell? Where is this going?
It's an internet thing.
We've got the power of God and Pokemon on our side.
Gotta talk about old memes for you to know what's going on. What's an old meme?
What did we say yesterday? The dancing baby?
Dancing baby. There you
Oh
go.
wow!
Yeah.
What? Somebody watching?
That's
Nine
Mom Brain's
Gale again?
speed.
No, that's not true. You make me sound like I'm like this shriveled up old biddy.
I didn't say anything.
I am hip with the dankest of memes.
We're
Thank
talking
you.
we were talking about old people sending memes, and I was saying they would send it like forward, dankest memes, and then it would be the dancing baby.
No, you didn't say the dancing baby.
I didn't say I said that. I said then it would be the dancing baby. Listen, everybody on the podcast knows you love the dancing baby.
I don't.
It's your
I hate the
favorite.
dancing baby. Or like Charlie Bit Me. I could see that one going around again.
Mom Brain, can you tell us about Clawitzer, please?
There's something in my eye.
Tears for Dancing Baby.
It's gonna be one of those podcasts.
I've lost the will to live today. I'm joking. I haven't really. Just tired.
Hey, Mom Brain, could you tell us about Clawitzer, please?
Nope. You know how you are always interrupting me when I do it? Now I'm interrupting me, so you can't. Clawitzer resembles a cyan. Is it cyan? C-Y-A-N, the color cyan?
What
Cayenne?
else would it be? Who the
Cyan.
hell says cayenne? That's a pepper.
It's a pepper.
But it's blue, right?
You're a teacher. You know colors.
I am not dealing in subtlety. I'm Roy G. Bivenet. Like, that's as far as I go, really. Not an art teacher.
Roy G. Kiv. Cyan's in there.
It's a
For
cyan-colored
cayenne.
shrimp with a single black stripe on each of its
Hold
body
on.
segments.
Cyan is blue.
I know.
Cayenne is red.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's also a bunch of extra letters. But continue.
The legs that this Pokemon had as a clauncher. Was that last week's Pokemon, the clauncher?
Clawitzer.
What's up, Claunchers?
Right? A bunch of claunchers over there. The legs that this Pokemon had as a clauncher have disappeared. Clawitzer has 2 claws. The right one.
No way!
Much,
I don't believe it!
much larger than the left one. The smaller claw is blue with a yellow tip and a black stripe. The large claw is dark blue with a pair of yellow antennae.
What is funny about this?
And 3 black.
She's just picturing Dancing Baby. Such
I love the dancing baby. All right, Mom Brain, thanks for the
She's
Pokemon.
picturing Clauncher dancing like the Dancing
Clawitzer
Baby.
has a black stripe across its face and yellow semicircular eyes. Clawitzer's massive claw can suck up water and launch compressed cannonballs capable of
Ooh.
piercing tanker holes.
Ooh.
What is a tanker hole? Oh, like a ship?
Are you
Hull.
really
Hull,
asking
is
me?
it? Yeah, Hull.
The
Hull.
hull of a ship. It also has a knot.
Hello.
You're such a.
Would you grow up under a rock?
In the first 5 minutes, you don't know how to pronounce cyan, and you're asking what a
I'm
tanker
just
hole is.
questioning my brain today.
So am I.
It also has a nozzle.
You know, I could take down the whole ship.
Oh,
The whole thing.
whole shit.
With a nozzle on the back through which Clawitzer can expel water to propel itself at a speed of up to 60 knots.
We get it. It blows water.
Its massive claws packed
Oh, it
with
blows all right. He blows big time.
guys. Its massive
Oh.
claw is
It's
packed
us.
with meat.
It's me.
Its massive claw is packed with meat, which
Meat?
can be used as a cooking ingredient. I mean, does it willingly give the
Is that
meat?
what it says?
Yes.
Does any animal willingly give its meat to humans to eat? No.
Do people in Pokemon shows eat Pokemon?
Well, that's the discussion for years. They're like, do people eat Pokemon? And it's clear that some of them are eaten, yes. So, I don't know if they've ever shown it in an episode of the anime. I think they might have shown it in 1 or 2, but not like drawn major attention to it.
Do you think there's anyone who's ever eaten their family pet after it dies? Like they feel like they want it to become like a forever part of them?
Are you hinting at something?
Manch, run.
It fits in a roasting pan so nice. I don't know. I just wonder about that.
I'm wondering about you right now.
Mom Brain replaces his box with just a pot.
I have a nice,
Just want to get him used to it.
I have a nice little roaster downstairs.
You done here?
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm not. I thought I was. It's number... Sorry.
693.
It's number 693. It's my job. It's water type. Its ability is Mega Launcher and I'm going to say Meaty Claw.
Ho.
It's 50-50 male to female ratio, 4 feet tall, 77 pounds. And now I'm done.
I got it.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Matt says they actually ate Magikarp in the anime. There you go.
Sickos. Did you just say
Mom Brain is here.
Savages.
Huh.
Nikki Hill is here. I am here. Kirby's not here because he is under the weather, but he will be back next week.
Oh, I missed an opportunity on the soundboard. Sorry, guys. And girls.
Mom Brain is here.
Uh-huh.
No,
Nikki Hill is here.
Long time ago.
Oh.
We're
in this new location because I had this stuff in my office, and I was like, and we also had a family party yesterday, and we put a leaf in the table upstairs. So I was like, well, let's just do it upstairs. So no, I'm not expecting another package. And yes, Nikki Hill is sitting in front of the ghost chair, but hopefully it'll leave him alone. So when I was doing the podcast last week, they were saying, why is that chair in the corner back there? It's the ghost chair.
Oh, you did a recording here? Because you were waiting for a package?
Last week, yeah, because I knew as soon as I went to go do the podcast, the package would show up and I had to sign for it. And
Don't relax. We're not done yet.
20 minutes into the podcast.
It says don't relax
The package
just
showed
yet.
up.
That's not what he says. So it would have been better if he said what is actually written here because it would have made sense.
I mean, I
Don't
think
relax
it's just
yet.
what fits in there. I don't know. I can rename it for you if you want.
I'm wondering one thing. Forget it.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
I don't think you're wondering that.
No, I do occasionally.
I hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving.
I'm wondering how big of a performance the Peanuts had on their holiday pageant, their Christmas show. We never got to see how many tickets they sold. If they even sold tickets, it may have been a free show, but how packed was that theater?
I mean, I haven't seen that in a very long time, so I don't remember a lot about it. But you apparently
it's just a lot of
watched it.
dancing. Like there's a lot of preparation and rehearsal, and a lot of stress going into that rehearsal, but they never actually performed it.
Like, is that what happens? Are they stressed out?
Charlie Brown is.
Charlie Brown is stressed out all the time. That's his thing.
But for good reasons.
Is anybody else stressed out? Is the dirty kid stressed out? Is Lucy stressed out? The piano player stressed out?
Lucy gets stressed out when Snoopy kisses her.
Bestiality.
Or just dog smooches.
No, it's bestiality.
Okay.
Snoopy's more like a human than he is a dog. I think we can all agree on that.
No, he's a dog.
He's definitely a
No, I
dog.
mean, he acts like a human. Oh, come on. He walks upright.
Our cat walked upright the other day trying to
Yeah,
kill me.
not 100% of the time.
My dog does.
She's actually right. Your dog. That is a lie.
She's in the middle of writing a book about a World War
The dirty kid.
I flying ace.
I couldn't remember his name, all right? He's the dirty kid. You knew which one I'm talking about. Hi, Roth and Drew and Regnilla and Matt and Jammy and Malik Halo and this is another Matt, right? Yes, another Matt.
I am interested.
And Sarah and Autumnal Blake and whoever else I didn't say hi to. Thanks for joining us on this little bit late weekend podcast, but we're doing it. I would imagine most of you guys are in your turkey colas Your post-Thanksgiving hibernation.
I've never had it as bad as this a couple days ago.
Hello, Lanquin. What happened?
I didn't have any turkey at all.
I got really warm, and I couldn't move.
What?
And I fell asleep by like 5 o'clock.
That sounds like something else altogether.
Yeah.
You okay? We'll find
Yeah,
out.
I don't know.
I don't have any treats. Hello, Timothy.
How about you?
Yeah, I don't have any
Let's have
treats
a
in my
little
beard.
fun.
What did I had like mashed potatoes and bread.
Really
That's
good
it.
bread.
That was great bread. Yeah. Thanks.
You're on an
Thanks,
all-carb
Mitch.
diet.
Perfect. That's great.
Did you put
Works
the
out
mashed
great because
potatoes
I'm on a no-carb diet, so.
But you
No, I
didn't have
put
any
them-
turkey. That was a great opportunity for
Well,
She doesn't
I
like
ate-
turkey.
I don't like turkey.
What?
I ate
Hi,
so
Char.
many carbs. That's why I think
We
when I
started late,
had
Char, so you're perfect. Hello, Steel
yesterday,
Diver.
Today, day before yesterday. It's just been a nightmare.
Steel Diver, it's true. I didn't post that picture. I thought about it, and I was like, it's a little mean-spirited, I feel like. Hello, Mecha Choi.
What?
Thanks for joining
Which
us.
picture? The one where Nintendo's sharing the turkey or whatever?
Yeah.
You didn't post it this year? That's
No.
been an every year thing.
I feel differently about it now.
Why? What's mean-spirited about it?
What's wrong?
I just feel like it's a little. It feels a little elitist.
What is? Tell me what the picture is.
It's a picture of like Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony at a Thanksgiving dinner, and like, from what I remember, Nintendo's like eating all the food, and nobody else is eating anything. See, Mom Brain just doesn't like the idea.
Poor taste.
Hello,
because they were on
Massimo.
top of the world back in 2006.
From such high highs to such low lows, but now back in action. Yeah, everybody's getting their piece of the pie this year. If I had a Thanksgiving picture where everybody was eating well, everybody felt fulfilled. Both. Well, this was a bad idea.
He's doing paperwork. Leave him be.
there's a catnip toy in there. There we
A
go.
flying fish.
Oh, gotta take a bath real quick. The cat has a box here with like paper in it, and he's going. Of course, he's going nuts in it because we're doing the podcast. That's great. So yeah, I hope everybody had. I hope everybody had a lovely Thanksgiving.
Just doing the bunny feet.
There wasn't too much going on as far as news this week, but we will cover what was there. So,
So dumb.
you guys just listen. Snuggle up on the couch, get a nice blanket, and we'll talk you to sleep because I'm sure many of you are tired. Mom Brain was saying she's having a rough time getting going today.
Oh my god. I mean, I just got out of my hoodie footy like a half hour ago.
Autumnal Blake says, I didn't have any Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Does that mean food or family or all of it? Just nothing.
Autumnal Blake, what's up?
Well, I'll give you his answer. when
Also,
he
I'm
shares it.
playing one of your special selections today, for the record. I hope I
So
remember the rules.
Nintendo has said that yes, they hear your requests for Waluigi and Gino in Smash Brothers Ultimate. Yes, they know you're out there asking for it. They know the internet's going crazy for these characters. They're just saying yes, they've heard you. This is Nintendo's Bless you. Nintendo's JC Rodrigo. He says, I've been hanging around the Smash Brothers community. I've been doing a lot of events. Anytime you see a Nintendo logo at the tournament, I help with those as well. We know how passionate our fans are. We were thankful and appreciative of all the responses. Surprised? No, not at all. People want their characters. We hear you. So he's not saying they're going to come to the game. He's not saying they're ever going to be part of Smash Brothers. He's not saying they're going to be part of DLC for Smash Brothers Ultimate, but he is saying, yes, we recognize your requests, so you have been heard. But will that mean anything in the future? I don't know. Ridley Soria says, I'd have mixed feelings if Waluigi was made playable. I'd like the good fans to get what they want, but don't want the bad Twitter users to get what they want either. Terrible behavior shouldn't be reinforced. Well, I mean, if that was the case and Nintendo made decisions based on terrible behavior, then that would pretty much mean no game would ever come out because while the Waluigi anger has certainly been more vocal than most things with Nintendo, there's every time Nintendo does a game or makes an announcement, there's people who say absolutely horrible things and send it over to the developers and everything. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff is always there. Unfortunately, this time around, it's louder than most times. But yeah, there are plenty of Waluigi fans who just want the character in the game and aren't sending like death threats to Sakurai and horrible imagery and stuff like that.
Does Waluigi have his own moves?
I mean, that's like saying, does Wario have his own moves?
He does, because he has his own games.
Well, I mean, like, Waluigi has done moves in games. Yeah, he's been in like a whole bunch of games.
What moves has he done?
He's got
jumps. He jumps.
He jumps. He swings his arms. He kicks his legs. That's all he really needs. It's Smash Brothers.
It's like tantrum and stuff. It's not really like attacks or anything.
I mean, there's a lot of characters you could say that for. Then, like Ridley hasn't gotten their own game.
Ridley is a fighter. Fight Ridley, right?
Okay.
Or is it just that?
So what about
Samus just breaks down the door and Ridley's sitting there watching.
So then what about Daisy?
Watching Family Matters, and Samus just goes crazy.
Hi, Fungus.
No.
What about Daisy then?
What about Daisy?
Daisy has not had her own game. Daisy is not a fighter, and she's in Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I'll accept that one. Let's take her out.
Let's get her out of there.
She's been in other Smash Brothers though. Hasn't she?
Matt, thank you, Matt. No, she hasn't.
This is her first Smash?
Yeah. Peach has had...
This is Daisy's first time up to Smash?
Yes, Peach has had Daisy-colored dresses, but this is the first time Daisy is in Smash Brothers. She is an Echo Fighter this time
Daisy
around.
was in Mario Kart, right?
As
a driver.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah. She was just standing she's sitting in the crowd just watching everybody. Good job, everyone. What?
But Waluigi has been in Mario Party?
Oh. Yeah.
All right. We'll
Has he not been in Mario Kart? Hasn't he been in
Mario Kart?
Yeah, so then what's your point? I don't know. All right, well then moving on.
Baby steps. We'll get Daisy in there.
All right, did not make that a top story. Amazon Japan is going to sell a Smash Brothers Ultimate
Jamazon
Amiibo bundle.
No.
This bundle is going to have 63 different Amiibo in it. It includes Amiibo that are still in development, like Pichu, Young Link, and Daisy. What a coincidence.
What a segue.
So if you want 63 Amiibo in one package, hello, the fine god. No, not a meme bro. An Amiibo box. So yeah, if you want 63 Amiibo, you can get them all in one box. There are pictures of the Amiibo that are included. Obviously, you get the fancy box with it, which I'm sure some people will consider a collector's item in and of itself.
Money. Yeah.
Costs a lot of money. It does. But if you're an Amiibo fan, then that might be a way to go. Retro Fraction says, I would love to know what the price is for a package like that. Can't be cheap.
Money.
Yes. Oh, by the way, since Kirby's not here, Nikki Hill is handling this
In case you were wondering.
today.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, that's one way to get your Amiibo fixed on. I'm sure many of you guys have a good amount of the Amiibo in that box already, so there would be no reason to buy this box other than just wanting the box. But you can't buy the box by itself. You got to buy all the Amiibo as well. Yes, as the fine god says, for the lazy collector, that is true. Someone who's like, I want to collect Amiibo, but I never started. You just buy a box of 63 and you're good to go. Or for the collector who couldn't find like a large amount of Amiibo that they wanted, you might be getting some duplicates, but it could be worth it.
Or for somebody who just didn't have them and wants all the Amiibo to really access all the features of the game. Or the characters in the game.
That's not how it works.
Well, then why are they even available?
Well, as you might remember, these Amiibo were released for previous Smash Brothers games, and now they're doing re-releases.
Right.
I don't know if you know this, but the Wii U didn't sell too well.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, all right.
But there's still benefits to having the Amiibo.
Yeah, they look nice.
That's all there is to it?
Here's the God's honest truth. Off the top of my head, I have no idea what Amiibo do in this Smash Brothers game.
Then you should just shut your mouth.
Probably the same thing they did in the Wii U version. A man...
You've much yet to learn.
A man in Japan.
Wait.
I'll wait. A man in Japan.
Yeah.
A man in Japan
A man
eating
in
flan.
Japan. I'll just say it. What is a man? I can't find it. What does it look like? Gosh.
A man in Japan.
Yeah. Japan? Is there a Japan thing?
Probably says, what is a man? No? Okay. A man in Japan. Really? You can't find it? Was arrested because he was selling modded Super Famicom Classic
Don't
Editions.
get too cocky.
I'll
That's
just say
it.
that.
That's it. Now you're making me want to look.
Got this.
Die,
Wouldn't it
monster.
be next to that? Don't you have them sectioned? We're wasting a lot of time.
Well, now it's become a thing. Now we got to find it.
Oh, there.
What is a man?
There you
Yeah,
go. You
it's like
weren't looking for it. It
It's like
says,
the
what is
free-
a man?
It's like the free bingo spot over here on the board.
A man in Japan.
What is a man?
Spot on. Was arrested for selling modded Super Famicom Classic Editions. So this guy was modding Super Famicom Classic Editions to include more games than were originally on them. 5 or 6 more games, including games like Super Mario Brothers, which is an NES game that he was putting on the
playing my game.
Super Nintendo.
So this guy got arrested because he was modding them to just add 6 games.
Well, here's the thing.
Here's
he
the
was
rub.
selling them. If he's just modding them for himself, then he's not going to get in trouble.
The thing is, in my mind, this guy's a silly man. What is a man?
He was selling them for it was roughly 6 times the retail price.
He was doing real good for a minute, but
That's what I said. Yeah,
but
he was making some bank for a little while.
But for 6 added games, come on, dude.
Well, that's what he was adding. He was making a good bit of money on them, and I don't know who tipped the police off, but they were tipped off. And hello, Sir Rowlett. Thanks for joining us, or Sir Rowlett too. So yeah, he was picked up by the cops, and that's that. I don't know what he's going to be sentenced as because we don't have those details yet. But somebody tipped him off. Somebody saw that he was selling these things online and spread the word to maybe Nintendo, and Nintendo got law enforcement involved, or they just went to law enforcement to begin with. Whatever the case, for 5 measly systems, he is now going to potentially face some jail time.
He only sold 5 games, 5 systems.
It was like 5 or 6 systems, yeah.
But with 5 or 6 added games.
Yeah.
6 added games. Huh.
That is correct.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Was this episode sponsored by somebody?
No, that's why I did not say sponsorship.
And what about
That one? What? What about it? We didn't start. You asked me today when you got here, and I said I didn't even do it.
Oh,
No time.
I could have done with an announcement.
We don't have new segment cool today.
Oh,
What?
I'm out.
There you go.
Silly.
Mario Museum says him having the name Miyamoto makes reading this article funnier. Yes, the man who was arrested was named Tomoyuki Miyamoto, not the Shigeru Miyamoto, not related to Shigeru Miyamoto, but yes, the same last name.
You would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those stinking kids. What does he say? Meddling.
I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't know who got this guy in trouble, but he's in trouble. Smash Brothers Ultimate's World of Light mode, as you know, is a single-player experience, but some remember that the Subspace Emissary in Brawl was a single-player experience that allowed for co-op. Well, that is not the case
with not the same thing.
Smash Brothers Ultimate. World of Light is a single-player mode, but it does not allow for co-op, so you will have to go it on your own. You are the one tasked with playing as Kirby and saving everybody else. So you can't bring a friend along for the ride. La Cisterna says, that's it. My interest in Smash Brothers Ultimate is reduced to play a little every now and then, but don't really care about it. Wow, that's a big drop just because there's no co-op in the single-player mode. But to each their own, whatever the case.
What?
Mom Brain, you hear that?
NPD.
What's that?
NPD.
Are they outside?
NPD. NPD.
Okay. Scaring the cat. Thank you very much.
Look at him.
I appreciate-
Look how freaking cute he is.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. All right, October 2018 NPD results. We have the top 20 as usual, but I just want the top 10 from you guys because we don't have that kind of time.
What about
Your top 10 for October 2018.
Fallout 76?
No, that came out this month.
What's this month? November?
This is November.
Was there Smash Brothers wasn't out yet?
No, still not.
Mario Kart?
Mario Kart is not in the
NFL.
top 10.
Game
Madden is number 9. What'd you say?
Game of Duty, bro.
Game of Duty. Call of Duty is number 1, yes.
Ghost Recon.
That's not
A Tom
Thing
Clancy.
anymore.
You know, one of those Tom Clancy.
not in the top 10, no.
Oh, but Tom Clancy's...
No, not in the top 10.
Farted out.
No, the other one.
Not in the top 10.
Rainbow Six?
Not in the top 10.
All right, listen, man. If you answer the question before Alex Trebek is done asking it, you might not get the whole...
Actually, not in the top 20, just not at all.
Dang, that fell off, huh?
No Tom Clancy.
Man.
Hmm.
But he's rolling in his grave. That's terrible. What happened? He used to be on top of the world.
What?
GTA.
We talked about Fallout.
Is GTA up there?
GTA is not in the top 10, no.
What the hell is going on in
It's
this
the
world?
holiday season. It's almost like really
It's
big
the
games
holiday
came out,
season.
and people are buying those.
Not Pokemon. That doesn't count yet, right?
That didn't come out.
What came out in October? Spider-Man.
That's the question.
Spider-Man.
Now, see,
Good
Spider-Man
call.
is
Came
a
out in
good guess,
September.
but it is not in the top 10.
That fell off too. What is going on with this? Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
So
I'm not
it's the
sure.
Oh,
holidays.
I'm sorry.
No,
You're
I'm
right.
not
You're right.
sure.
Spider-Man is in the top 10. It just says Marvel Spider-Man. It's number 8. There you go.
Validated.
I can calm down now.
So you say it's the holiday season. So, Mom Brain, what are games that only grandmas might buy? Do you think?
Oh, like a licensed Bob the Builder and
All right, I
friends.
guess we're moving on here.
No.
Number
I'm just-
2.
Yeah. What about it? FIFA.
No, it's like the biggest game.
Fallout.
No.
Not Fallout. What's that other one with all the dancing people?
Do Michael's Wet Dream.
And El Camino.
Oh, Red.
Yes.
Dead
Red
Red?
Dead Redemption
Dead Red,
2.
Red Dead
Jesus.
Redemption.
Number 3.
2.
Do Michael's other wet dream.
Lemon Party.
Whoa. There's a lemon party joke on The Simpsons. Long-running franchise.
Long-running franchise.
It's like this.
Spider-Man.
He says Wolverine?
No.
X-Men? Marvel?
I travel through time.
Time Cop.
This goes in your neck. Pew! I travel through time.
Yeah, that game.
The Doritos commercial?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, yes.
I didn't know
Number
that- wait,
4.
I didn't know Spider-Man was in that.
Number 4.
Did you know?
NBA?
NBA.
Just Dance.
2K19. Number 5. It's a Nintendo title.
Mario Odyssey. Mario
Paper Mario.
Party.
Super Mario Party. Number 6. The Soul Still Burns.
Dark Souls 2. Hollow Knight.
No, The Soul Still Burns.
Game of Thrones. What does that mean?
The soul is burning for the 6th time.
Something. Burning Souls 6.
Fire Emblem. Fire.
I gave you
Burning
2 of the
Souls.
words in the title.
Soul Burner.
Burner wasn't one of the words. You said that.
You said the soul still burns.
Yes, that's not one of the words.
Soul burns.
That's the burn. It's not one of the words.
Why would you still?
The soul still burns for the
Still soul.
6th time.
Still Soul 6.
Soul Calibur
Soul
6.
Calibur 6.
Jesus Christ. All right, number 7.
FIFA.
FIFA.
I think we said that. I think both of us have said
He
that.
definitely said FIFA.
We didn't get to it yet. Number 10.
We didn't get to it. When you first asked, when it's fair game.
Number 10. Number 10.
Gracious.
We're leaving.
Number 10.
Love.
Oh, that's nice.
Jackbox.
It's a big part of our lives.
Sleep.
Marines thinking like diarrhea?
No, I was not thinking diarrhea.
Oh,
I've had diarrhea in a long time.
Mortgage payments, the game, yeah.
A big part of our lives.
Yeah, like every week, definitely.
WWE?
Yes.
Oh.
WWE 2K19, number 10. So that's your top 10.
Their stock plummeted. Not plummeted, but like it's down to like 60 something.
They were
almost at, no, I mean
their stock plummeted. Not plummeted.
So here's the thing.
They were at 70 something. They went down to 56, and then they went to 62 as of yesterday.
They were like close to the 90s. They were in like the high 80s at some point.
Okay.
So high 80s to 60s, it's a big drop.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happens with every stock. What happens? People that know what's going on get involved. Then other people are like, I have no idea, and they get involved.
Some people don't have any idea what's going on, and they sell off when the going is good.
And then some people are like,
the getting is good.
It's like the same thing that happened with Nintendo when Pokemon Go came out. Everybody's like, Nintendo's making so much money. Stock goes up a crazy amount. Then people realize, oh wait, it's Nintendo and 3 other companies. Yeah.
How much is Nintendo getting for Pikachu Detective?
I don't know. How much are they getting?
How much? Their name's not even on the movie, I don't think, right?
I don't know. What names are in the credits? Like Pokemon
Warner
Company
Brothers.
and Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers, and the music sounds very similar to Harry Potter. And so it made me start to think.
The theme song it's the Pokemon theme song.
The way it plays in the beginning. I guess when you do it.
So then if you're doing
orchestral, though, I guess it's different.
Well, then Harry Potter stole from Pokemon because Pokemon was around first. Right? How long has Harry Potter been around? Harry Potter was around in 96.
No, it was, I think I was in college. So like 2000-ish?
Anyway, your 11 through 20 are Forza Horizon 4, Lego DC Supervillains.
Let's guess these two.
My Hero, One's Justice, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Grand Theft Auto 5, Super Mario Odyssey, Diablo 3, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and NHL 19.
Man, NHL dropped off too, huh? Actually, I don't think
I would say hockey is not as big as the other sports, but that's just my guess. So, yes.
A lot of people upset with that comment.
I don't think there's any controversy in that. Steel Diver says Dark Souls must have really bombed if it's below Starling. Pretty good Diablo made it to the top 20. Other than that, the Switch has lost momentum with not many big releases compared to PS4. Hopefully, Pokemon and Smash will change that. Well, here's the thing. I talked to NPD's Matt Piscatella because he's very responsive and receptive. And yes, we have Mario Party, which was included last NPD and this NPD. So it was split between the 2 months. And I asked him how things are going with the Switch, and he said, I forget his exact wording, but he said there's nothing to worry about. He said this month was obviously going to be big for Sony and Microsoft because there's Call of Duty 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2. He's like 2 huge games that are not on Nintendo systems. So, of course, the charts are going to skew to those platforms. He said there's nothing to worry about. Like,
is there ever a Call of Duty
on the Wii? Yes.
On the handheld or something?
On the handheld. On the DS, there was, yes.
But it was like a real weird.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there was one on the DS.
Whoopsie.
Activision, man, I really don't get it. Activision supported the Wii U and doesn't do shovel for the Switch. Maybe they were burned too much with the Wii U, but like they supported it like for years. I don't understand it. I really don't. Like I don't get it.
I don't know, bro.
All they did is what? All they've done is
That's a good question.
Crash Bandicoot. Right? Hello, Nintrav. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Cedar. Hi, Twisted N. There's your NPD number. So, yes, obviously, this month will be big for Nintendo when we get to those results. And then the next month will be big for Nintendo when we get to those results.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Well, that's good because I have evidence to directly refute that later on in today's show.
Well, I've got evidence. Look at their stocks. They're dropped too.
You are a stock guy. I would think you'd know more about how the stock fluctuates. Stocks don't.
Good news comes out, stocks plummet.
Go down. Bad news comes out, stocks plummet.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
No news comes out, stuff skyrockets.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was just going to say, people make up good news. There it goes. That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. Hello, Santiago. Good to see you. Hello, 1GWX. Good to see you, too.
Oopsie. Oh.
Oopsie doodle.
That's something that hasn't happened in a while.
This is very sad.
I won.
On our site?
Congratulations.
I haven't gotten it at all. It's probably your phone. You probably got like 50 tabs open. True or not true?
52.
Smash Brothers Ultimate's creator, Masahiro Sakurai, had something pretty sad to say. He was in an interview with Game Informer. He's talking about making games, making Smash Brothers games and putting characters in. And here's what he says. This time I worked with the same company and same team that worked on Smash Brothers Wii U and 3DS. And in those titles, we were able to include quite a few fighters. So I thought if we work a bit harder, we can make the dream of including, what are you looking at?
I was seeing if Manch was on camera.
All fighters come true. So we went for it. There will be people who might feel disappointed if fighters that appeared in a previous title are not included. I didn't want any players to feel that way. So we worked really hard to make this happen. But what I learned is that regardless of doing our utmost, no matter how hard we try and no matter how many fighters we include, there will always be people who feel that way. Yep. There you go. So it's like, I included new characters. I included every single character that was in every other Smash Brothers game. And the results were me realizing people are still going to be mad.
Listen, you know what he's got to do? He's got to invite everybody and leave it up to them to decide that they don't want to be part of it. I don't know how that works when you're building a game and including characters.
Invite everybody.
But he's going to have to figure out how to make that happen.
Marl O says, this is absolutely true. Just visiting a forum like GameFAQs is proof enough when half the topics are about people who are so angry that characters like Dixie, Isaac, or Gino didn't make it in that they claim Sakurai actually hates them and that they will boycott the game. It's pitiful, honestly. Well, here's the real truth. Every time somebody says they're going to boycott something, it's usually like 30% of those people. That's too high. I would say maybe 20% of those people actually go through with the boycott. And even then, they boycott it for like a month and then they sneak in later. So it is what it is. Hello, Ultra Strife. Good to see you. Sakurai also says that he can't deny that there could be another Smash Brothers game, which is not surprising. So it's with the background I just explained here, every time I work on this game, I've devoted myself to making it under the assumption that this will be the last one. That said, I have no idea what the future holds, so I can't deny that there's no next Smash Brothers either. Well, yeah, the poor man's not done with this one, and people are like, what about another Smash Brothers?
He's not done. It's coming out soon.
There's DLC for a whole year. He's not done.
For a whole year.
Sean Snopta says, sure, it'll just be another enhanced port anyway. Seems I got to add the sarcasm tag to this comment. He was joking. People on the internet got mad at him. Can't joke anymore. Can't joke. I mean, I would read that as an obviously sarcastic comment, but what do I know? Moving on, Nikki Hill.
What?
Pokemon Let's Go has hit 3 million units sold worldwide in its first week, and that is a brand new record for the Switch. So 3 million units across the world in the first week, and a lot of that total...
Breaking records, right?
Oh, I got you.
All right, sorry.
Wow! Incredible!
There we go. A lot of that includes some figures that were only related to the first 3 or 4 days of sales as well. But your first week, according to Pokemon Company, 3 million units sold. So
Jackpot!
Jackpot, indeed. A lot of people were wondering how well the game would do. Now you know. 3 million in the first week.
Wait a minute. What's the difference between Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go and
One
Pokemon
word.
Let's Go are different games. That's the difference.
Huh.
Pokemon Let's Go is on your Switch. Pokemon
Units
Go is on your
sold
phone.
worldwide in its first week. So can I go ahead and say NPD, maybe? Pokemon Let's Go for this month, next month when you talk about it?
Yeah, you can, even though I said it and you said, I don't believe it. That's why this whole thing started.
No way. I don't believe it. This is too tough. Where is that one?
Kirby's probably listening. He's like, my God, this guy. Panarch Jr. says, it's
No
almost like
way.
Nintendo has a clue how to approach the holidays. Sure, this might not appeal to the people who comment here.
Wait! I don't believe it.
I have news for
Sorry to
you.
interrupt.
We who populate fan sites don't represent the average consumer. The average consumer wants Pokemon, doesn't care about games being mainline or whatever, and spends money which has an identical value as ours. Yes, I will agree with that. Fan site commentary is usually very distilled and usually also very angry. And it does not accurately reflect the public at large. Yes, there will be people who don't want to play Pokemon Let's Go because it's not traditional enough or it includes too many elements from Pokemon Go. But by and large, there's a much bigger audience that doesn't think about that stuff at all. They just see a new Pokemon game and they're like, oh, I want to play that. They're not like, oh, get those casual Go mechanics out of my console Pokemon game. So, you know, the elitist vibe isn't there. So, Pokemon is like an expanded audience game, without a doubt, and an evergreen title. Whereas something like Fallout 76 is certainly more hardcore focused, and you're gonna get what you hear online mostly is going to be from the audience that will actually buy that game. So if you hear negative sentiment online about that game, there's a good chance it will correlate to sales, as we're seeing with Fallout 76. A lot of people were angry about that game, and now my understanding is the game has already seen a price drop just after its first week of sale. So yeah, it's different. Nintendo's titles are usually evergreen, like something like or expanded audience. Something like Metroid Prime 4 is going to be an instance where if people were bitching online about something, yes, I would think that correlates to sales. But Pokemon and Mario Kart and Animal Crossing and stuff like that, it's a different beast altogether. North America. This week's releases. What do we get? We got Horizon Chase Turbo, This War of Mine Complete Edition.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nidhogg 2. Oh, it says it comes out the 27th, so you got 3 more days. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of deals and stuff.
Have you played This War of Mine?
No, I have not.
You know about
Looked
it?
intriguing.
It does. It's pretty interesting. Like that. It's kind of because it's 2D, but it's kind of reminded me of Oxenfree, where like you walk up and then you see inside the buildings and stuff like that. Like everything's
no, it looks interesting. Yeah, I watched the debut trailer for the Switch version, and I was very interested. Some would say I was interested in this. 99 Vitas.
I mean, do you want this?
Stakes Winner 2. Adventures of Bertram Fiddle, Episode 2. A Bleaker Predicament. Atomic Robo Kid. ATV Drift and Tricks. Battery Jam. Bibby and Tina Adventures with Horses. And Bibby Bloxberry Big Broom Race 3. How are there 2 games released this week with the name Bibby in the title? I don't get it.
It's got to be tie-in.
Coloring.
This is Big Broom Race 3. How
You
was
race
there,
horses or you race
how were
brooms?
there 2 other Bibby Bloxberry Big Broom Race games?
Wow.
It's a very good point. Destruction, Coloring Book, Energy Cycle Edge has a demo. Forgotten Anne has a demo. Forgotten Anne, I want to play that. It's like an anime style game.
How about you try the demo?
Story based, where like inanimate objects come to life. Gem Crash, Hot Springs Story has a demo version. Kuso is available. Kuso looks really cool. It's a very like, not even 8-bit. I'd say it's like a 4-bit platformer, but it looks very interesting. Miss Splosion Man, which I played and it's an excellent game. Panda Hero, Party Hard, Please Don't Touch Anything.
So is that a spiritual successor to that? What is that game called?
It's just like a sequel.
But it is that same people.
If we're talking about Splosion Man, is that what we're talking about?
No. The Please Don't Touch Anything. That's like that game that we played on the.
I know 0 about it. No, I would say it's not made by those people.
It's not made by those people because it looks very similar. Where like you're in a room and it's all first person.
Look it up.
I did, and I told you it looks like it.
No, I mean like look up who made it, because that other game is also on Switch, so you could see if they've done both. R-Type Dimensions is on November 28th. Spin Tires Mud Runner American Wilds is on November 27th. Steenberg is available. Stump is available. Super Hydora.
Fatberg.
Swap Defense 2. Teddy the Wanderer Kayaking. Waku Waku Sweets. Word Sudoku by Paugi. Zeus Quest Remastered. Crush Insects is on the Wii U. And Japanese Rail Sim 3D, 5 Types of Trains, is on the 3DS. Mom Brain, you and I watched a lovely program about Japanese trains the other week.
What's that other game called? Everybody talk and no one blows up or something?
Close enough.
What is
it? Now I don't know. Explodes is in the title. I know that for sure. Steel Diver says, where's the annual Thanksgiving image, RMC? I just talked about it.
Keep talking and nobody explodes. Is that it?
That's it.
On Steam.
Drum roll, please. Is it the same company?
I have no idea. I'm fighting here.
This is great. Europe. What did our friends in Europe get? They got Warframe,
Steel Crate Games,
Bendy and the Ink Machine, Moto Racer 4, Storm Boy, YouTuber's Life, OMG Edition, Guiana Sisters Twisted Dreams, the Ultimate Edition, Owl, the bird.
Thanks,
Hyper Ride.
Whoa.
What is going on here? Hyper Ride, Vector Raid.
You're a weirdo.
Kuso. Peace Death Complete Edition.
Hey.
ATV Drift and Tricks. Panda Hero. King of the Monsters 2, the Neo Geo game. Bertram Fiddle Episode 2. Gnome's Garden. Johnny Turbo's Arcade Super Burger Time. Julie's Sweets. Miss Explosion Man, Nidhogg 2, Party Hard, please don't touch anything. Steenberg, Waku Waku Sweets.
Please don't touch anything. Stop it.
Word Sudoku by Paugi. Zeus Quest Remastered. SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. Stump, Sword of the Guardian. Art of Balance has a demo. Energy Cycle Edge has a demo. Desktop Soccer has a trial edition. Forgotten Anne has a demo. DLC and a whole bunch of stuff as per usual.
Different game companies.
There you go. The Wii U got a Just Dance 2019 demo, and it also got Insect Planet TD. So there's your European downloads for the week. I'm sorry, it's not the same company, Nicky Hill. You tried.
Did I?
You did, yeah. Yes, Autumnal Blake, I agree with you. Art of Balance is a great game, no matter where you play it. Shillelagh says, Warframe looks great. It's free. It's a solid port by Panic Button. Probably their best effort yet, and it doesn't need Nintendo Switch Online. The facts in there are factual. It is free. It is made by Panic Button. And you don't need Switch Online. Yes, all those things are true. So why not try it? A free game. A free, high-caliber, high-quality game. Mom Brain.
Yes, dear.
NPD.
Nintendo has explained why they don't have a timeline placement for Breath of the Wild. Remember when you were playing Breath of the Wild?
I do, but now Kirby has it. So I couldn't play it if I wanted to.
I just saved you from Ganon.
What a convenient excuse.
Is Ganon even in that game?
I can't talk about it because she hasn't beaten it.
I haven't even started it.
We made this game with the intention of returning to our roots, so the response from players about feeling the same as they had when they were young is promising. Switch is portable. I hope they will be able to engage deeply with this game in a fresh, new way.
Let me just say this. Mom Brain, don't let him try to guilt you. I bought the game with my own money, and I still haven't played it.
We revealed where each Zelda game fell on a timeline and how the stories related, but we didn't do that for Breath of the Wild. There's a reason for that. With this game, we saw just how many players were playing in their own way and had those reactions I just mentioned. We realized that people were enjoying imagining the story that emerged from the fragmental imagery we were providing. If we defined a restricted timeline, then there would be a definitive story, and it would eliminate the room for imagination, which wouldn't be as fun. We want players to be able to continue having fun imagining this world even after they're finished with the game. So this time, we decided that we would avoid making clarifications. I hope that everyone can find their own answer in their own way. So go out there, put together your own timelines, because Nintendo's not saying where it is.
I was going to say, the reason they don't have it fitting in a timeline is because there wasn't a fan timeline that was created that Nintendo just decided, you know what, that works.
Hi, Metasoft. It doesn't fit in the timeline because it doesn't belong.
Oh my
in
god,
the timeline.
I've watched that video twice in the past week or two.
Sean Snapta says, it's good to hear they don't take any notice of the timeline. It would just restrict the creativity of the developers. And to be honest, the mystery and unknown and theories were more interesting anyway before the official timeline was created.
Did he just copy and paste that from what they said?
No.
And change the words.
Sean Snapta is a good guy. He would not do that.
I know, but that first sentence was
could be the greatest guy.
Whoa.
Whoa. Smash Brothers Ultimate. Now here's proof of high December sales. Smash Brothers Ultimate is the most pre-ordered game on Switch ever, and is also the most pre-ordered Smash Brothers game ever.
Jackpot!
Well, that's a pretty big deal, isn't it? Nintendo says Smash Brothers Ultimate is punching its way into the record books. Thank you to all the amazing fans for the support in making this fight for the ages.
Wow! Incredible!
And they show off a trailer, and it says that it's the most pre-ordered game on Switch ever and the most pre-ordered Smash Brothers game ever. Not surprising. I mean, everybody is here, or everyone is here, whatever it says. I don't remember. Every character from every Smash Brothers, plus new characters, an insane amount of stages, an insane amount of spirits, single player, multiplayer. What more could you want? Gloop says, I didn't pre-order this. I didn't pre-order, and this news is making me nervous. Well, if you want a physical edition...
Don't relax. We're not done yet.
Don't relax. Fox is right. Yeah, if you're looking for a particular physical edition, those supplies are getting restricted. The Smash Brothers Switch bundle, so the Switch with the game and other goodies, is essentially sold out, according to Nintendo. But you should still be able to get physical copies of just the standard game. But yeah, it comes out December 7th. There's still a couple weeks left, so you got time, but it's going to be a big move.
Two.
That's what a couple means, yeah.
Checks out.
Story checks out. And Game Informer editor says that the next Zelda game is probably going to be out sooner than we think. This is Game Informer editor Imran Khan, and he was on their podcast, Game Informer's podcast. Boo!
Game Informer.
I've never listened to it. I'm sure it's lovely.
How do you know?
Because I'm sure it's lovely.
Those outside lights should have come on already.
Mr. Khan had this to say. I was just thinking what I should say about that, as referring to the next Zelda. The next Zelda will probably be sooner than we think. I will talk to you guys off camera about stuff. So obviously, he's got some inside information there, some sort of insight. And he is asked,
talking about it on or off camera.
Right. He is asked on camera if the next Zelda would be from the same team that did Triforce Heroes and would include co-op in some way. And he said, not exactly. I think what most fans are speculating or thinking will happen is something similar to the experience with Majora's Mask, where Nintendo used the same engine from Ocarina of Time to create Majora's Mask, and they just built a new world. With how successful Breath of the Wild has been, I would imagine they're going to do something like that for the next Zelda game. It makes sense. It's their first open world game.
You don't think it's going to be
for
like
Zelda.
Another like portable outing or something?
On what?
Like Link's Awakening.
They're not doing it for the
Link's
3DS.
Awakening, like a Link Between Worlds or something.
They're not doing
something
another
a little
Zelda for
different.
3DS.
No.
I would find it really hard to believe that they would follow up the biggest Zelda ever with like a 2D top-down old school Zelda. That doesn't make sense to me. Although, in some ways it makes sense because Breath of the Wild is still selling, still topping the charts. It was in the top 20 in the NPD. So you don't want to cannibalize those sales for it being an evergreen title because it's really got some legs on it, more so than any other Zelda. So perhaps if you were going to do another Zelda game, it would be something lesser. Like some lesser in the sense that it's not 3D polygonal open world, something, a more bite-sized experience. Yes, I could see that making sense. So I could go either way, but I think the next mainline Zelda game will be very much in the style of Breath of the Wild and probably use a lot of the same content/engine. But yeah, I mean, we're not even 2 years after Breath of the Wild. I can't imagine them being like, here's the next Zelda out 2019.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, though.
I mean, he also doesn't say. Did he say? I didn't listen to everything he said.
There was 2 sentences.
That it was going to be 2019. No, he just said it's not. It's probably sooner than you think. So I mean, some people may.
Well, 2019 will be sooner than I think. Like end of 2020. I guess that would still be sooner than
maybe
I think.
It'll be out in August.
Well, see, the way Nintendo conditions you with Zelda games, if you're talking about the next true installment in Zelda, I would imagine like anywhere from like 4 to 7 years.
We are off.
So that's what it is. It's going to be a remake of that game. Did I read a comment? Sean Snopta again says, hopefully Nintendo can pull another Majora's Mask. See? Yeah, I told you.
You, Link, are the hero.
How about a game where you play as Zelda? I want that. Hello, Daniel. Thanks for joining us. Wow, we're going to skip this story because it's pointless now. Kill La Kill, the game, If. That is the full title of it.
What's pointless?
Kill La Kill, the game, If. The story that I skipped.
I'll look it up.
Is coming to the Switch. When this game was announced, it was PS4 only, I believe, and I was like, oh, man, that's really disappointing to me because Kill La Kill is one of my favorite recent anime. What?
So you posted that, and then they've been hacked already?
Today, yeah. The hackers fired back, yeah. It's one of my favorite recent anime. I love the art style. I love the story because it's both endearing and engaging while still being like your more wacky style anime story. The action is phenomenal. I love the whole thing. It's got everything I like, from anime tropes to stuff I didn't expect. So, and here's the proof. I have it as my case. Kill La Kill is my phone case. So when this game was announced for PS4, I was like, oh man, what the hell? Now we know it's coming to Switch, which is awesome news. If you haven't watched Kill La Kill and you are into anime, you are truly missing out. It's a fantastic one. Silly, sad, action-packed, endearing, whole bunch of stuff. Man, I love that anime. I very rarely rewatch anime, and I have rewatched that one. So yes, the game was today officially announced for the Switch. So hopefully there's some fans of that game on the Switch. I would imagine there are. And as far as there's an English site for the game, I'm pretty sure it's localized. Like, we don't have to worry about it not being localized. It's going to be a localization. Lowcam says, reads title. Boy, oh boy, I'm sure RC is going to be overly enthusiastic about this. Reads the rest of the post.
Close.
Yep, he sure is. I am, yeah. I love Kill La Kill.
Snake says you're not even close to being excited.
I would say Snake's not close.
Not even close.
To being excited. Yeah,
I thought about that too.
I do love Kill La Kill. That's why I made it a top story. Word is, retailers in Japan are selling out of the Switch.
Word is, raw meat's a total weed.
Not surprising, really, because we've been through this situation again in Japan. Plus, Pokemon just came out. Plus, Smash Brothers is right around the corner. So, multiple retailers are selling out of the Switch. The neon blue and red, as well as the gray options, are completely sold out at multiple retailers. Some retailers still have stock. And there are bundles out there, but they are all going very quickly. So the Switch alone in Japan sold 200,000 units in 1 week for the launch of Pokemon Let's Go. And that number will probably drop this week, but still be over 100,000. And then you're going right into Smash Brothers. So it's got, I mean, the rest of the year in Japan, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Somewhere close to 2 million units, I'd say, before the year closes out. 1.5, 2, somewhere around there.
So there's a lot of people in Japan right now wanting to play anything on the Switch, and they're just sitting around saying,
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
No, I would disagree with that.
why? Because they can't get a Switch. They're selling out.
Oh, if that's what you're saying, then yes.
That's what I am saying. And no, that's not what I'm saying. That's what Link said.
That's what Link said. Don't put words in my mouth. That was Link.
And then the other people in Japan are sitting around saying,
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
I don't know, maybe.
Because they just bought a Switch and they're playing Zelda.
Yeah.
Bluevit says, Doom, I say. Yeah, Nintendo's always doomed. You know that. Doesn't matter how good or bad they're doing. They're always doomed. And then finally today, which is a very interesting turn of events, Billy Mitchell You know him. I know him. What was that?
Die, monster.
Whoa!
Billy Mitchell, the one of the main.
Don't get too cocky.
Oh, one of the main focuses of the King of Kong documentary. May have to be a bit of a villain in that documentary. He had his Twin Galaxies record scores taken down because there was supposedly rumors or evidence of his scores being cheated.
He didn't follow the rules on submissions the way everyone was supposed to, right?
As depicted in the documentary.
Right.
I think some things were embellished, but his scores were removed because apparently they decided there was tampering with the scores. He was playing on a modded arcade board and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. He said that is not the case. He said he definitely achieved those scores. They were legitimate. And everybody was like, no, they weren't, Billy. Well,
okay.
Here's the interesting thing. Today, Billy Mitchell clocked a score of 1,050,100 on Donkey Kong, which is not the world record, but is one of the 2 scores that he achieved for his record run on Twin Galaxies. And actually, he also got the other score that was on Twin Galaxies. So, if he did cheat and people were saying he never got those scores, he now, at this point in his life, has achieved them anyway. So was he lying in the first place? I don't know. Because now he's gotten both scores. You would imagine if he lied for both scores to begin with, maybe he was doing it to get the world record, and that was that. But he's a good enough player to get those scores now, so I don't know.
Let me just weigh in on this because I just finished part 2 of Making a Murderer,
Yes.
so I think I'm qualified.
Okay.
And
I would like to say I don't think Billy Mitchell killed anyone.
you don't know that. Until I see all the
Donkey
evidence
Kong.
presented in front of me, I'm not making a decision. Just saying.
Until what?
So all the evidence is presented. I just need to see all the
What's
evidence.
the evidence?
I don't know.
People watched him do this. It was recorded.
She wants to see it live.
I want to see it live.
You could have.
I wanna
You
see
still
it.
can. I mean, you can watch the archived
I
version.
was stabbing pain in the corner of my left eye.
That's great.
All of a sudden.
Sonic
Also,
and
look at my sore finger.
Sonic and M2 says, haha, that's certainly
live.
interesting. Yes,
Look.
it is interesting. Hello, Forget Your Life. Good to see you.
Slashed it.
I don't know. I don't know what to think here. All I can say is
He doesn't belong on the high scores. Was that your toe? No, it was the chair.
he legitimately achieved
You
these
guys play
scores.
Buffy?
So
Because,
if he lied the first time, he's got the real answers, or he's got the real scores now. So
Yeah, but he's also, you said he's still not at the highest high score, right?
yeah, but his point was saying that I achieved those scores all those years ago
Where's what's his
legitimately,
name? CV?
and I can do it
Is that his
again
name?
now, and he did.
Good for him, but it's still not the high score, so you're still not going on the top scores.
That wasn't the point.
The point is,
No, the point is the top score isn't just one score. There's a leaderboard. He had his numbers removed from the leaderboard. He wants them back because he said he got them legitimately, and he's like, I can do it again, and he did.
but he just did them, so they should get back on the leaderboard, right?
Yeah.
Done.
They should, yes. We'll see what happens. He got
If he
this
did it
yesterday.
legitimately, did we test this thing, or was it a mod?
Yeah, that's the point. This was like very monitored, live streamed.
monitored.
Monitored. So we'll see what happens from here. But
The sleuth.
it's why did you play that?
Because it's there.
It's very interesting. So yeah,
No, so yeah, if he made it, he gets back on there. And
yeah, no, that's
Okay.
true. It's just the question is, did he lie in the first place?
if he did, he made good on it now. Like
That still makes him an
He
asshole,
like
though.
pre-celebrated.
I mean, the fact that he's got that mullet makes him a jerk.
You make a good point.
Maybe he was using the law
I
of
don't mean that.
attraction.
I mean, if he listens to this, I'm sorry, Billy Mitchell.
Forget Your Life says Billy Mitchell needs to be in Smash. I don't know about that. If he'd be too overpowered, he's just too good.
He's using the law of
Well,
attraction.
is
He
he
put it
using-
out there, what he intended to happen, and then it came back to him. It's just that simple, everyone. Really, that's a secret.
Let's hear you do it right now.
What?
Oh.
Use it.
The law of attraction?
Yeah, go ahead.
Coffee.
Put something out there.
There's coffee. I'm drinking.
We're getting like a million scoring Donkey
coffee.
Kong is then drinking coffee. It's
Here
different
it
from
is. I
drinking
put it out
coffee.
there, and now it's coming.
She's got you.
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. All right.
What have you been
I
playing
want.
on?
You know what? I'm looking around at my bedroom and it's painted.
Oh.
I'm looking around and it's just a
Sounds like you got some work to do this week, fella.
It's painted.
Definitely.
And do you know what I'm looking at right now?
What?
Did you see my eyes start twitching? Something's not right.
I'll just wait for the answer.
That's your third
That's
eye.
the attraction.
That's your third eye. You're seeing everything.
I am looking at linen
What?
duvet covers. Can you imagine a comforter?
Did you guys hear about the
there's one word I never want to hear, duvet. If you like them, that's fine, but duvet? I do not understand them.
That's what's on our comforter right now.
Do you think I don't know that?
But you know why?
I think they're dumb.
You know why? Because they're washable, and your beard makes it greasy, and because the comforter underneath is off-white, and it gets yellowy, like in this area, because your beard can't have that.
She sleeps in this bed way more than I do. It's your neck. Your neck is yellow in it.
I don't want you talking about me like this.
Don't you dare badmouth my neck. All right, let's talk about what we played.
My neck is milky.
Did you ever get them confused? Bidet
and duvet?
My bidet cover.
I don't know. This duvet is not really cleaning the backside as good as advertised.
What are you playing, Bob Ray?
That's not beard grease on the duvet if you've been using it as a bidet. Let's keep this going. All right, I'm sorry. What have you been playing on, Brian?
I played Beat Saber.
Oh.
Hi, MLI Cookie Dough.
How was it?
MLI Cookie Dough says, I made a coffee this morning, and I came back to it in a few minutes. Turns out I forgot to put the coffee in my maker. Then I said, wouldn't have happened if I had my coffee. That's very true. You need your coffee to make your coffee.
I set up my coffee pot the night before. And once or twice, I have called raw meat from the bed and been like, can you make sure the pot is underneath the drip? And I think once it might not have been.
Wait, it just flows?
It wouldn't. No, but it would probably back up after a while if I had to guess. I don't want to take that risk.
It's got to be.
I don't drink cheap coffee, so I don't want to waste.
Oh, boy. I don't drink cheap coffee.
Well, I gotta
never put it out there about the coffee. Here we go.
I got a bucket of Folgers in the cabinet. I mean, I'm not. It's not like I'm like. I've never.
I slum it sometimes.
Yeah, I slum it. Drink goddamn Folgers. Like that's.
Do you drink that monkey poop coffee?
No.
I was thinking about that today. If you're like vegan and you're against animal cruelty, do you not drink that? Because here's the thing.
You don't if the monkeys are like being exploited. If you're just like out there harvesting their turds, I think you're okay.
Because they're eating good, right?
I mean, but if you're keeping them like on a farm, no.
Right. Is that what's happening?
I don't know, but if that's what's happening, then I would imagine no. Although bees, like, not eating honey, I mean, I don't know. If the bees are well taken care, they're not exploiting. Like,
there's a lot of things that the ethical treatment of bees makes vegan things non-vegan.
I mean, like, one of my favorite foods is bacon. So
you're on camera, right?
Talk about it. Me?
Yeah.
I got like a hair in
all
my
right,
bra.
Just putting it out there. You go crazy. Your body, your choice.
I mean, you can't see anything.
Okay.
There's nothing to see, folks.
All right. Hey, Mom Brain, are you ever going to tell us about Beat Saber?
Hey, Mom Brain.
Yeah.
Go for the cat.
I got it.
Got her.
It's like itchy. I played Beat Saber. I had a really good time playing. I think that I did an all right job.
Why don't you tell people what it is?
Oh, Beat Saber is on, what is that? PlayStation head thing.
Wow.
VR.
PlayStation head thing.
PlayStation VR. And you have the remotes in your hands, and each one, when you look on the screen, is like a lightsaber, and one's red and one's blue. And coming at you are cubes of each color.
Yeah.
They're red and they're blue. And then they have an arrow on them, and that shows you which way you're supposed to slice the cube. So the color tells you what saber to use, and the arrow tells you what direction to go in. And then when you get real tricky and you're really good like me, there's parts where like these walls come up and you have to like duck and dodge, except Ron Meat didn't tell me that I was supposed to do that.
Forgot about
I was
that.
like, oh, whoa.
You just sat there and watched the wall go right into
I saw a
face.
Snapchat of you sitting there, and I was like, wait, is this supposed to be like standing?
No, you can place it
I
down.
wanted to stand, but it was the camera is set up for you
I can move the camera, that's fine. But yeah, you can I played the whole thing sitting down, and you can move around all the walls, but I forgot to tell her that was the thing.
So I had a really good time. The music is a lot of fun. The gameplay is like simple to pick up. Like there's no like learning curve. It's just you do what it tells you to do.
Rachel wants to know what songs you played.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
You played that $100 bill song. I know you played that.
Sandstorm.
She also played the one that's like in every like promo video for the game.
And that is that one of them?
I think it's called Escape.
like being down the
Well,
shore.
if you have it, hi Tom. If you have Tom from MySpace is on here again. If you have it on PC, there's a whole like modding community where they add in their own songs and put together like the note highways themselves. So you can
Perhaps
play
that was the most important
a
part.
whole bunch of stuff.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would play again. And I thought that I did an alright job, better than I thought I would do.
You did very well.
Success.
Very,
I
very
think I
well.
got like B's on normal mode. I tried like a more challenging mode the first time by accident, and I didn't do very well. But I think I could probably go a little harder now.
I can handle the hard difficulty. I need to practice to do expert, but I'm hoping to get to expert at some point. Nikki Hill, what have you been playing?
Nothing. Toon Blast.
How's Toon Blast going? What level are you at?
Like 980 something.
Blasting them.
You know, if you didn't play Toon Blast, you could play other things.
I could, but I also can't play other things when I'm on the move.
I can with the Switch.
I want to drive.
Not when you're driving. That's true. Some would argue you shouldn't be playing Toon Blast when you're driving.
I don't play Toon Blast when I'm driving.
Set it up in the cradle and
stoplights. No, I don't do that. Come on,
I
everybody.
think you do.
No, I really don't.
All
I
right.
play it when I walk the dog. And
Really?
yeah. Listen, I put a lot of miles around my neighborhood. I don't need to look at every single thing every single time.
But what happens sometimes when you are on your phone while you're...
She eats stuff.
Yep.
But guess what? She eats that stuff when I'm not on the phone.
So that's all you played?
She's amazing. She found a slice of bread again. Just like
No.
Leaving bread around
Did
the
she really
neighborhood.
find another slice of bread?
well, this was so the last time it was like a loaf, you know, like a freaking hoagie roll.
Yeah.
This
a
time,
roll on the street.
this time it was a slice of bread, and
Why is there bread around your street?
because people don't put their garbage bags in garbage cans, and there's critters and rodents and bears. Oh my!
You have a lot of bakers on the street?
And people eat bread. Do you eat bread?
Yeah, but I don't throw away whole
Well,
rolls or
what if
stuff.
there was a piece of bread that was
I would
in a-
eat it out of the garbage, yes.
Yeah, and it's in the drawer, and you didn't realize it was in there because you had other bread and it got moldy, and you're just like, you know what? I'm going to throw this away. I'm
That
not
has
saying
happened.
she ate moldy bread. I couldn't see. It was dark.
It sounds like there's a lot of street bread by you.
Like
We got a
street
street bread
cred.
guy.
Street bread from a street bread.
You know what's funny is there's a little convenience store, and they get a bread delivery in the morning, and it comes like the delivery guy just leaves it by the front door in a box. It's got holes in it. Maybe they're dropping off kittens, but I think it's bread. and Sally has made a beeline for that box once before too. But yeah, so there's
The sweet
It's
bread.
also not a great idea because there are rodents.
Yeah.
So they're probably climbing in those holes.
Autumnal Blake says, why are Americans so American? I don't know if he's talking about us. I mean, it is a very American thing to eat bread off the street. We all do that.
It's just my dog.
Autumnal Blake, tell me. I want to know what you're talking about.
She sounds some stuff, you know?
Lanquin says, sounds better than my girlfriend's dog. He eats litter. He eats from the litter box.
My dog she eats rabbit poop out of the yard.
Hers used to eat.
So you played
hers.
Toon Blast, in other words.
That's all I played. I also tried to watch a bunch of stuff, like the same show or movie, like 4 times, and I fell asleep. But that's that. So I guess that's it, right, Mom Brain? Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
What have you been playing, Raw Meat?
Oh, thanks for asking. I really think the only thing I played was Beat Saber.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
You're an asshole, Link.
Well, I was really expecting you to start talking about a lot of things.
No, I really think
We've been busy.
Caleb says the old stereotype of eating bread off the street. I've been very busy, and we had a lot of family stuff obviously this week with Thanksgiving, and we had a day after party and all that stuff. So I haven't had time to play. I did finally download the Tetris Effect because I've been dying to play like the full game. But
I thought you got that like 2 weeks ago because I wanted to play it.
No, demo. You played the demo.
I played the demo, and then the following week you said something about the full game, and I was like, "Oh, I want to play that before I leave."
We could get it.
I left.
Yeah, I didn't have it
because we didn't play it.
It takes like 5 minutes to download. Well, now I have it. I just
anybody
haven't
in the chat
it.
watched Forge and Fire Blaze Giving this week?
No,
I don't think so.
So yeah, I really like
Blaze Giving.
Beat Saber. I've been waiting a long time for it because I don't have the stuff on my PC to play that, and I knew it was coming to PSVR, so I was just waiting, and now it's finally out, and I feel like it was worth the wait. Makes you feel awesome while you're doing it. I think they got really good use of like the rumble in the PlayStation Move controllers.
Is there rumble in the helmet?
No. I think that would mess with the image. So yeah, you get a nice like sense. It's just a regular rumble, but it adds a nice layer to the experience when you're slicing through blocks and you feel the vibration. And also, if you touch the two blades or the two sabers to each other, it like rumbles like that. So it's cool. You got two like light beams, and you touch them and they vibrate.
This is not tied in with Star Wars at all.
Not at all. That's why it's a Beat Saber, not a lightsaber. But yeah, it is good. I really enjoy it, and I like the challenge, and it makes you feel awesome while you're doing it. The music's fun. Not all the songs are fantastic, but they are fun to play the game to. So that's what's important. Yeah, I think that's it. The only other thing I did was watch my sister play more of Undertale this week. And
where is that available on the Switch?
When is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what is that available on? But then
the Switch, yes. I think there's a special deal for Black Friday to Cyber Monday. It's like $13.
Want a cyber?
No, I do not.
Nobody knows that anymore.
Nobody knows ASL?
Nobody knows
or
ASL.
Cyber?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, I think that's all I played. I cannot think of anything else. There was stuff I wanted to play. I wanted to get back into Red Dead Redemption 2. There's something on Switch I wanted to play. What was it? I don't remember. But yeah, it's been busy. All right, let's do some questions. Go ahead. Send your questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. You can send questions about Nintendo, about video games in general, or about anything you want at all. No, I didn't knock anything over while I was playing Beat Saber. That's a very good point. Mom Brain was hitting herself in the face with the straps on the controller, though, so she then put them on her wrist.
Which is where they should have been in the first place, if I'm being honest.
Autumnal Blake says, do any of you play a musical instrument, or have you in the past? If you learned an instrument now, what would it be? I play the piano and trumpet, and it's a lot of fun. Nikki Hill used to play trumpet.
I used to play the trumpet, and I used to play the bass guitar.
I played the flute in elementary school.
The flutophone.
And I learned some basic guitar skills in a guitar class with Nikki Hill in high school.
Yeah, why did you take that?
Because I needed credits, and I thought it'd be cool.
Was it cool?
She wanted to serenade you.
Yeah.
Was it cool?
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time.
I've never officially played an instrument. No, I've never taken classes or learned an instrument. What would the instrument be?
I'd like to know how to play piano.
Yeah, I think really know how to play piano would be a good one. Yes, that'd be fun. I might go with saxophone too, just because.
Oh boy,
it's so sexy. I mean, it's the sexiest instrument. I don't think anybody would disagree with that.
I have a neighbor who's been playing the trumpet. I don't know if he's professional or if he's just picking it up. But if he's just picking it up, he's gotten really good really quick.
Mom Brain, you wouldn't want to play bagpipes?
I would love to know how to play the bagpipes.
Autumnal Blake says he wants to learn sax. There you go.
I have a friend who's in a pipe and drum band, a friend at school, and she was like, come learn how to play. I was like, bagpipes are difficult, I think.
Autumnal Blake also says, it's autumn here now, and that makes me really happy. What are your favorite seasons, and what is your favorite spice? Because autumn reminds me of cinnamon. Favorite season, summer, because people are free. Some people. I know a lot of teachers, and they don't have to work. or they change to a different job and have more free time, I should say.
Yeah.
Summer. I hate winter because it's snowy and dangerous. I hate fall because it means people go back to work if you're a teacher. And I hate spring because I guess I don't hate spring. Spring's cool. I like spring. I've decided I like spring. I love summer. I like spring. I hate winter and fall. My favorite spice is pumpkin spice. Favorite spice?
Mine's cardamom.
I guess I would go with cinnamon. I really like cinnamon.
Scary spice.
Scary spice, yes. Yeah, I do greatly enjoy cinnamon. I can't think of many other spices I eat. But you guys, your favorite season?
I really like them all.
No, your favorite.
I can't really pick a
I guess
favorite.
fall for me.
Both of your fall? So
No,
you
I can't pick one. I don't.
you like fall?
I do.
Your favorite is fall?
I mean, I guess
So you two
summer.
must be really disappointed because this fall sucks.
I feel like
It was nice for a while.
What, like
fall's
2 weeks?
So beautiful, and the
Guess what?
smells
For about a
in the
week.
fall are nice. In spring, the smells are nice. You know what I don't like about spring? I don't like early spring when you're like, yeah, spring, and then all of a sudden it's cold and there's snow, and you're like, no, I thought this was over.
Yeah, that was kind of the reason why I don't like spring, because I feel like they sneak some too much winter in
But
there.
those first really nice warm days of spring are like so glorious.
Yeah, well,
And when things start to really get green and like right before everything pops and there's just promise, and
we're obviously
think I'd-
in for a long winter.
I
So.
don't think I'd really ever like to live somewhere where there aren't
See you,
seasons.
Grandpa.
We're in winter already started here for us. We already had snow twice.
Well,
Twice?
you don't have to worry about
We had like
traveling
a dusting,
in the
and we had like a lot of
Oh,
snow.
you're gonna call a dusting a snowfall?
If snow falls from the sky, it's
How
snow.
long did it take you to get home?
You know it
last
snows in
Wednesday?
winter, or you know it snows in summer in some places.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
okay.
you're in winter.
No, Mom Brain and I looked it up. We were looking at places that have had snowfall in the summer, and it's true.
Yep.
All right,
Snowfall in the summer.
let's do some music.
Oh,
Where's the basket?
oh man. Is it charged?
Who knows?
You can get rid of this, right?
Let's do some music.
GoNintendo Podcast.
Sorry, I just thought I'd help her out. Did you post that video? Did you do that?
I post that video.
Did you edit it?
I'm not allowed to talk about that yet.
hear it? You want to hear it?
I can't talk about it yet.
Okay. So I'm going to play
Gameplay footage.
the first song today.
I'm doing one video. I can't. Yes, go ahead.
What's toast time
Okay.
about?
The
That's what.
first song today is
Toast.
from
Okay.
Prat Trap.
This is Snipper Clips.
It is.
You're on your own, Mom.
You're on your own, Mom.
You're on your own, Mommy.
Yeah.
We call your mom Raw Mom, but it should be Mommy.
Well, call her that.
You're keeping score, someone.
One.
You're keeping score, someone.
So that was Snipper Clips from Prat Trap. This one comes from Lucario64.
Hi, Antonia. This has to be either a Wario or a WarioWare.
Wario Land.
Okay, 3, 4.
4. Yeah. That was Wario Land 4 from Lucario64. This next song comes to us from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks. Oh my goodness, I know this.
Animal Crossing.
No.
This on the Wii?
No.
What is it?
DS.
Well, same era. Clubhouse games.
No.
Personal trainer walking.
No.
Nintendogs.
No.
Is it first party?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is first party like? Brain Age.
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
Great job. That was Brain Age, and it was from Jeff Jaguar. This next song comes to us from Steister.
This is Runbow. Runbow. Hi, Rocket. No. Oh, what is their name? Let's see the logo. Runbow was on the Wii U, the new 3DS, and the Switch.
The song is called 2 Feet and a Heartbeat. This next one comes from King Valgard.
You can go up a little bit. Nicky Hill's feeling something. Well, it's obviously NES.
Yeah.
It's just like the sounds of similar.
Is it a sports game?
No.
Bad News.
Go ahead, we don't know.
Knight Rider.
Never played it.
Never heard of it.
Thank you, Autumnal Blake. 11 a.m. Games made Runbow.
This one comes from Link 601.
That was like 10 minutes ago.
Whoa.
Sorry, I can't hear it or anything
The
else.
volume is almost all the way down right now. Wow.
I know this.
Is this from Platinum
I
Games?
think I know this. Oh, 13 a.m. games, yes.
What?
Not 11 a.m., 13 a.m. What system is this? I feel like I know it.
It is. Wait.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Franchise?
No More Heroes 2?
No.
I think with the 2 at the end, she'd know it was a franchise.
I think it is.
I think it's a franchise.
So.
So I'm guessing it's the first one.
Yeah, I know it.
Good. What is it?
Wait, it's obviously it's not DDR, is it? Yeah, it's it's funny. You said Platinum, and something about it gives me that vibe. I don't think it is Platinum, but
No. Geometry Wars.
we don't know.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Oh yeah, I did know it. God damn it!
This one comes from Autumnal Blake. I can't give you any
I own that
hints.
Tropical Fruit.
Me? Whoa! What just happened? Change. Yeah.
Is this the Nintendo Land or something?
What's going on here? This is songs from all different games.
One game.
Did he make a medley?
Super Mario 3D World?
Yes.
Oh, the Zelda song was in there. You know? You can stop it. I'm going to make a bold statement right here.
You didn't like that game.
I like Super Mario 3D World better than Super Mario Odyssey.
This one comes from Denby.
Mom Brain didn't care.
I know.
Bad Dudes. It's gonna be my go-to.
Is it racing related?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh boy. Solar Jetman.
No.
Street Fighter 2020. I don't know. Go ahead.
Clacks.
Never played. Oh, I think I've played it, just not on the NES.
Here's one from Mikey3319.
Jitterbug.
This is Super Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
This sounds like a really bad licensed game, right?
I get
Okay, Ren and Stimpy.
No.
Rugrats.
No.
I don't even think it was
Annoyed?
No.
Simpsons related. Chester Cheetah. Ah, damn it. Is it a cartoon? Bobby's World. Home Improvement, Jurassic Park. It's not a cartoon.
I mean, not technically, I don't think.
Okay, is it a movie?
No.
So it's a live-action TV show.
No.
Well, now I don't know what to say. It's not a cartoon, and it's not live-action.
Maybe it was a cartoon. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, it's
Well-known character.
it's licensed.
Yeah.
Fido Dido.
No.
Well, no, he's not.
Is there ever a Pee-wee game?
California Raisins.
No.
It's real dumb. It is licensed, you're saying.
Yeah, man. As far as I know.
Oh boy, here we go. All right, so it was licensed. Where else does it appear? Outside of video games.
I don't know what it does.
Oh, well then it's not licensed.
I'm not sure.
So it sounds real dumb. She doesn't know if it's a cartoon or if it appears in anything else. Franchise? Like there's multiple games?
Oh, yeah.
I get the feeling like it's not popular, but it's well known.
Bubsy?
Bubsy's a good guess.
Bubsy?
It's a Bubsy.
Bucky O'Hare?
All right, we don't know.
Pack in Time. Pac-Man.
Okay, so you know Pac-Man like existed in video games first.
Yes.
And it's
So
a
it's
huge
not
franchise.
licensed.
And it is a huge franchise.
So, but you know it's not licensed then. Man, we've lost 4
Look,
now.
it's not my fault that you don't know and you need hints. This is the last song. It comes from Glitter Bubble 3. I'm not giving you hints because I give the wrong one, so I'm not going to give them anymore. So just get over it. Oh, we're not playing.
This is a little intense for me.
I don't even know what system it is.
Good name.
Oh no!
Is it Rock Band?
It sounds like it could be Super Nintendo, but it sounds like I'm going Super Nintendo. I got nothing. I got nothing. Go ahead.
Got a real good hint for you.
Ninja Warriors.
I don't even know
On
what
the
that
Super
is.
Nintendo,
So-
and I apologize if you guys smell that belch.
It was Super Nintendo.
5 and 5.
Yeah, 5 and 5.
Right down the middle.
Not good. Not good at all. Man, that's disappointing. That's great. That's great. All right. That's the show today.
Bye, everybody.
Hope you had a lovely time listening and hanging out with us. We will have an after show for a little bit. But our regular show's done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Have a good week. Yeah.
That's in there. You made it.
So there's like a coating on my trackpad, and it's coming off.
We've had that thing for quite a while. So.
What'd you say? There's a new coating?
No, there's a coating.
Oh, I was like, new? What'd you do? Like, I got this whole thing. I got my touchpad shellacked, freshen it up.
Shellac that touchpad.
Nikki Hill, what was your favorite thing you ate for Thanksgiving? Lasagna? Was it lasagna?
No. Do I look like Garfield?
There's lasagna at our Thanksgiving.
I don't know. We had some good stuff. The stuffing was really good.
Yeah, but what was the best?
I think it might be the stuffing.
Mom Brain is a stuffing person.
I mean, my mom also had made just like roasted root veggies, and it's always so good.
Mom Brain
gives you a scare the next day with those beets.
Mom Brain said her favorite Thanksgiving food is stuffing.
Yeah, for sure.
My sister made the stuffing. She made a buttload because she knew she would want it later.
Roth says pumpkin pie was his favorite. A dessert man. After Mom Brain's heart, also a big dessert fan.
My mom made a cheesecake pumpkin pie.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Or just, I guess, a pumpkin cheesecake.
I made some cranberry relish that was delicious. And I made good stuffing.
What was your favorite?
What's your favorite, Mom Brain?
The ham.
Was it the ham?
Don't talk about it. I almost burnt my hand. Oh my god, it was awful.
Daniel says, I made stuffing out of White Castle burgers, celery, sage, thyme, salt, pepper, and stock. The stuff was delicious.
Every year I mean to do it and don't.
Well, what was your favorite, Mom Brain? What was your favorite this year?
Probably my stuffing.
What was your favorite?
I only had bread and mashed potatoes. And Mom Brain's bread this year was a 10 out of 10.
Your mom made rolls. They were good.
Yeah, I give them an 8.5 out of 10. But your rolls were 10 out of 10.
Oh, man.
They were great.
Reached that point where you're competing with the mother.
No, this is my tradition. Every year, there's no competition.
On that cooking stage, I think I generally.
Every year when we leave Thanksgiving at my parents' house,
maybe we don't talk about this. I feel like maybe they're listening.
Mom Brain to rate what the food was, each thing, scale 1 to 10.
I know.
And she says, like, 2
everything. I do not.
1GWX says, I'm thankful for GoNintendo. Well, thank you. I'm thankful for 1GWX, the one and only 1GWX.
Can you tell?
Can I say your name is Gwix from now on? One Gwix. RC got to rate everything. That's right. I love scale 1 to 10 is like my favorite. I love getting people's scores and stuff, and I'd like to hear why points were subtracted.
What's your favorite? What was your favorite scale of 1 to 10 question that you ever asked?
Oh, that's a good one. One that I really enjoyed recently was Mom Brain's scale of 1 to 10 on Costco's chili. Because I was very curious to see what she thought. She gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, consistent. No. It's nice.
8.5 out of 10.
Too many non-bread things.
And what did you say? What was the reasons for point subtraction?
It needs gherkins.
Needs gherkins. And
like it needs a little more like I like a tang. We have in my family a recipe that I like to call white trash chili that includes like cut up gherkins and macaroni. And it's so good, but it's so white trash.
I do not give games scores. That is right, Char. Because I feel the industry is too weighted towards scores. I feel companies are like, we're aiming for an 80% Metacritic or above. Yes, it's good to aim for like that score, but like they base marketing and advertising and like deals with sponsors and stuff with that on those scores. Plus, if a company doesn't get that score, if a developer doesn't get that score for their game, they face backlash. And sometimes people would give the same game an 8 or a 2. So I don't feel it's right.
Yesterday.
Just from here? Or you ran for a run for
today?
All right, guys.
No.
That's it. Go eat some more Thanksgiving leftovers. And if you don't do Thanksgiving or the leftovers are gone, go play some games. Go hang out with friends and family. Go take a nap. Take it easy. Have some fun.
Do you.
Rest, relax, play. You deserve it. We'll see you next week.
You got 4 weeks. Rest up before the big holiday rush.
Goodbye, everybody.
Boom.